then there is no meaning of life. If you're interested in philosophical discussions, you have probably heard this before. How can you hear that phrase? If someone assumes that there is no God, believers tend to think that if this is the case, then there is no meaning or purpose to life. They often use the words meaning and purpose in the same manner. When it comes to the meaning, they may have ambiguous answers, but in the end, they believe that God created life and that God has a purpose. If there is no God, then there is no purpose. So what? Is there any rule that tells us there must be a purpose or a meaning? I don't think so. Like many other questions, this one is also a fallacious question. What is the purpose of life? There are two problems with this question. The first one is assuming that life has a purpose. The question comes as if there must be a purpose, and they want to know what that purpose is. The second problem is we only observe living intelligent beings having purposes, and each of them can have different purposes. But life is a general word referring to all living beings. So the person assumes that life has one purpose or that life was created by someone for a purpose. This type of question is called loaded question. When people ask these questions, they make many assumptions and don't realize the logical mistakes they are committing. There must be a meaning, a cause, or an explanation. These are all assumptions. There is a way to make those people understand. When you are in such a discussion, you can point out the existence of God. They are so comfortable with the existence of God that they don't question such things about their gods. If you ask the same questions, they will create exceptions. If someone can create an exception for one thing, then you can also do the same. Maybe the universe and life exist and don't have a cause or an explanation, like their gods. When it comes to their gods, the purpose of God means the desire of God. As I said, intelligent beings can have their own purposes. If there is a God, he can have his own purpose. If there is no God, then there is no such a purpose. God exists or not, we can have our own purposes. Why do we face such claims? Because many believers give less value to this life. Belief in the afterlife and living accordingly causes them to undervalue this life. The afterlife is the ultimate place for them, and nothing beyond. This life is just a test for an eternal afterlife. If they lose it, they lose a big purpose. They even go further and claim that living here doesn't make sense if there's no afterlife. If there's a God, we don't know whether he has a purpose or not. Until we learn that, it's better to create your own purposes. This life can be so rare and we can enjoy it while chasing our own purposes. It's up to you to follow someone else's wishes also. What is the meaning of life? Don't search for the answer. Create your own answer. Anyway, enough advices for now. Thanks for watching. Take care and stay curious.